And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a third down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give them a gain of 37.
I'm sorry, but it's almost unfair. I mean, Brandon Marshall can make so many plays, but even when you think he's covered,
he's not.
No, he's really not. He uncovers and makes a play on you and picks up good yardage in doing so.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Breeze. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Thomas Davis in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On third and long, it's Breeze. He's going to take a shot, and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Brandon Marshall, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Shotgun now for Breeze. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Look at it.
Throwing is Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
20.
Newton throwing again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the... And look at this. It's a fake. And this is caught. And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. The trick play works. Excellent execution. 18 yards on that fake and a first down. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. You know, Charles, it is hard to believe that we are sitting on the doorstep of Thanksgiving week. Already that time of year, but it always gives us good football. One of the games on Thanksgiving, Chicago and Detroit, that'll get the party started at 12:30 Eastern.
One of the traditional games, Detroit hosting, Dallas hosting, but in this case, we will stay in the Motor City. And this is the longest-running annual series in the NFL. A lot of people think about Detroit and Green Bay or Chicago and Green Bay. It's Detroit and Chicago. They've met at least once a year since 1930, 178 times total, and they just met 2 weeks ago in Chicago and going to do it again.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Ready. We're waiting. 14.
Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And this is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Breeze going to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now running right through it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. Here's Newton. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Again, Newton out to his left. Finding room to the 20. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the 1st down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the 4th quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And now it's 2nd down, but here's the field goal team out onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Gano's kick is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Here's Breeze to throw. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made by Thomas Davis. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this.
Here we go. Check. Ready. You're waiting.
They run it again with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And look at this. They get nowhere to go. Here, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.